You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, yesterday on Sports Wars, we actually talked about Carmelo Anthony, the young man that killed Austin Metcalf right out here in Texas, in Frisco, Texas. Now, there was a GoFundMe, probably multiple ones actually going around, trying to raise money for him. And on Sports Wars, we were talking about it, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. That's not the case. He doesn't have a GoFundMe because GoFundMe actually took it down. However, they did actually raise $16,000 before GoFundMe actually took it down. I mean, let's just be real, guys. Carmelo Anthony killed a kid. He stabbed him in the heart. And GoFundMe said, nah, we got to take this down. And I do believe when they actually take down GoFundMe, they actually give the money back to the people that donated. However, we got some new news, guys, because Carmelo Anthony just raised a ton of money, folks, on another site, Give, Send, Go. And the amount of money is going to shock you guys because now he's approaching almost, well, get this, guys. Initially, when I saw this, it said $90,000. Nah, it is way more than $90,000, guys. I was stunned because this article actually came out yesterday. But folks, it's more than double the amount that this Breitbart article actually has. So let's go ahead and get into it. Right over here, it says fundraiser for accused killer of Texas football star Austin Metcalf rates in nearly $90,000. That's not the case, guys. That's not the case. Because look over here. I looked up the Give, Send, Go. Look at this, guys. The goal is $200,000. And he has raised $175,300. And I believe this is actually created by his family. Look here, it says, help Carmelo official fund. This is the official support fund for Carmelo and his family during this challenging and difficult time. The narrative being spread is false, unjust, and harmful. As a family of faith, we are deeply grateful for all of your support during this trying period. Your prayers and assistance means more to us now, more than ever. The Anthony family. Wow. And you can see, guys, people over here donating $25, $50, $25, $50. This is astonishing, folks. These people are believing the narrative that Carmelo Anthony was acting in self-defense when he was the one that actually instigated all this. He went to the opposing team's tent. They told him, you got to go. Then Carmelo Anthony said, touch me and see what happens. He instigated that all over where he was supposed to be. And this man pulled out a knife. And the question is, guys, why did he actually have a knife at a track meet? He was an athlete on the opposing team that had their own tent. So why was he over there with the other team? He was the only one. He wasn't with his team. So it almost, guys, seems like he was looking for trouble at this track meet. But these people have given almost $200,000 to this guy. I'm wondering if there's more money that came in. Yeah, somebody just gave $25. I mean, these people actually believe, man, that he was defending himself? Really? That he was the real victim? Nah, he wasn't the real victim, man. Austin Metcalf was unarmed. This is crazy. You know what? And his father is out there saying that the stories about his son are false. And of course, you know, you're seeing this picture of him. Well, it didn't show you his what he's wearing right there, but he's wearing a suit in that. They're trying to say he's a 3.7 grade point average student. You know what? All that may be true. All that may be true. But also, guys, there's pictures of him acting like a thug out there. Him with a Uzi in his hand. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. And it is set up by the Give Send Go is definitely set up by his family. He even confirms that right here. Wow. Amazing. Look at this here. It says, Give Send Go did not respond to the post's request for comment by the time of publication to confirm the authenticity of the fundraiser. The incident happened as the young athletes were gathered for a track meet at Kirkendall Stadium when a suspect was apparently sitting under another team's tent and was told to move. And he didn't want to move. The victim in the case is identified as 17-year-old Austin Metcalf of Memorial High School, and the suspect was identified as 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony of Centennial High School. Yeah. And he just killed him in cold blood, man. Killed him in cold blood, ran away. And he came up with, do you think this is self-defense? Once he actually got called by the police. And he admitted that he did it. He said, I'm not alleged, I did it. Wow. As Breitbart News previously reported, a responding officer said Anthony admitted to stabbing Metcalf and claimed it was self-defense. Prior to the stabbing, the two young people reportedly began arguing over the seat issue. A witness claimed the suspect opened his bag and reached inside it and then told Metcalf, touch me and see what happens. Moments later, authorities alleged that Austin grabbed Anthony to tell him to move, and Anthony pulled out a black knife and stabbed Austin once in the chest. Yeah, that is not self-defense. That is not self-defense. You really instigated Austin Metcalf touching you. That's all he did. He touched you. He was like, hey, you got to move. So you decide to kill him? Yeah, this is not self-defense. Because this man now has been charged with first-degree murder. Yeah. Anthony reportedly told an officer he was protecting himself, adding, quote, he put his hands on me. Authorities said the suspect also asked if the victim was going to be okay. Well, he didn't stick around to even see if Austin Metcalf was okay. He stabbed him in the heart and then he ran away. Yeah, he's being charged with murder and he's been held behind bars on a $1 million bond. Yeah. And the victim's brother, man, Hunter, was right there. His brother died in his arms. Died in his arms. It is heartbreaking, folks. Absolutely heartbreaking. And the people over here are believing the lies that he was bullied. Talking about Carmelo Anthony. Not the case. Look at this here. It says, quote, good luck, young man. Bullying must stop, one person wrote. Let this be a message to all bullies. Don't start no stuff. Won't be no stuff, another commentator said. Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'll be stunned, guys, honestly, if Carmelo Anthony actually gets off on self-defense. I will be stunned because none of the witnesses are saying, yeah, it was self-defense. Nobody's saying that. All of the witnesses are pretty much saying the same thing that I've been telling you. That he pretty much threatened Austin Metcalf. Touch me and see what happens. And he has his hand in his bag and he's going for his black knife. This, my friends, is not self-defense. Carmelo Anthony knows it now, guys. He's looking at, last time I heard, like 5 to 95 years in prison. Yeah. He knows that his life is over with. So the only thing he really can do now is say, hey, self-defense, which nobody's buying. Nobody's buying this, guys. Sad, man. This is a sad story, man. Almost $200,000 raised to this guy because people are believing lies. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.